key to kingdom economics, you must have a reason beyond, you must have a reason greater than yourself for you to participate in kingdom finance.
That's right.
What do I mean by that? If the object is, I want to have a house, have a car, eat, feed my family, you don't need kingdom prosperity for that.
That's true.
Kingdom wealth can never be acquired.
That's right. That's right.
It can only be entrusted. Money is not the same thing as cash.
Hello and welcome to Kingdom Generals. This program is about men and women of God who are making maximum impact in our communities, in our cities, and the world at large. In the studio, we have got a powerful and a dynamic man of God. Stay tuned as I bring this man to you. I've got a powerful and dynamic man. We had him last week in the studio and we have him back again. We had him on demand. I'm telling you, this man, you've got to hear him. If you didn't get last week's recording, you need to get it. Let me just read a small profile on this man. He's a business consultant, inspirational leader, a biblical economics teacher, trainer, mentor, life coach. He travels the world speaking to civil, business, and Christian audience. As a Christian leader, this man believes that the body of Christ should be empowered in every area of their life. His teaching focuses on empowering believers spiritually, developing them educationally, exposing them culturally, activating them politically, and strengthening them economically. My God, the devil is in trouble. This man is indeed the one and only Dr. Chrales Omole. Welcome to the program, sir. Welcome back. It was such a pleasure having you on the program last week, sir. We had to have you back again because you were saying such powerful things, and on reflecting on some of the things that you've said, one of the things you said on the last program was about money is not the same thing as cash. And I wanted you to elaborate on that a bit, Doctor. Could you elaborate on this a bit?
Yes, I mean, if you look at the history of money,
that's right,
you find that money has evolved over the years, over the centuries.
That's
rather.
right.
Initially, it used to be trade by barter. You have something I need, I have something you need, and we exchange.
That's right.
So money is what you have exchangeable for what you need. For example, let's look at an example in the Bible. Jacob.
That's right.
Jacob struck a deal with Laban. 7 years per wife.
That's right.
Those 7 years represents currency, because that was what he had exchangeable for what he wanted.
That's right.
So money, therefore, is whatever we have exchangeable for what we need. So many times when people actually say they need money, they don't need money. What they need is what money can buy.
That's right.
For example, if I lock you up in a house, in a flat, 5-bedroom flat.
That's right.
And I stack every room with 50-pound notes, so you have 100 million in that house. But I make sure there's no fridge, no cooker, no water. How long do you think you will last?
My God.
After a few days, a week, 2 weeks max, the person will be dead.
That's right.
You'll be dead even though you had 100 million cash next to you. Which means what we need is not cash.
That's right.
So many times when we say we need money, is we need a car, we need to eat, we need a house. It's what we want to buy with money that we need. Now, this is the problem. Cash is one of the ways that God brings things our way, but not the only way.
That's right.
Money is always a byproduct of spiritual victory. Money always follows spiritual power.
That's right.
Now, that's the first principle. The second principle is this. Think about this. God gave them the silver and gold of Egypt.
That's right.
And the Bible says for 40 years, when they needed water, water came out of a rock. When they needed food, manna came from heaven.
That's right.
The Bible says their shoe did not wear out. Their clothes did not need changing. So for 40 years, God gave them the silver and gold, which represents what we call cash today.
That's right. That's right.
God gave them the silver and gold of Egypt. Send them to the wilderness, and for 40 years, they did not need the silver and gold to sustain themselves.
Wow.
What was God trying to tell them? God was trying to tell them that I'm your sustainer. If I don't sustain you, nothing can sustain you.
Hey, kaboom.
So they had silver and gold with them.
That's right.
Yet they were supernaturally provided for.
My God.
So our focus primarily has to be God. One of the problems with the prosperity message of the church today is that prosperity has been devoid of holiness.
That's right. That's right.
So we think, therefore, it's all about sow and you get, regardless of my lifestyle.
That's right.
But that is not how things work. And
That's
it's
right.
important, therefore,
That's right.
that we as church, as a whole,
That's right.
need to train our people
That's right.
to understand that God should be the focus.
That's right.
Not the silver and gold. And that's why the pursuit of silver and gold has led to all manner of things.
That's right.
So when I said last time that money is not the same thing as cash, it means money is hiding in different places. Bible says, I will give you hidden riches of secret places.
That's right. That's right.
So where is money hiding? That's a different, teaching entirely.
That's right.
But I will tell you just one, that in many places money is hiding. But I just tell you one. Number one place money is hiding in people. You see, money is hiding in people.
That's right.
If you have good people in your life, you will never lack.
My
Now,
God.
the important thing we need to understand is, if you go and read the story of Job,
Yes.
what I tell people about the story of Job is there are two things. Number one, everything that happened to Job could be explained naturally.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
The thing that killed his wives, his children, everything could be explained scientifically. But if you are not aware, you will not know that there was a spiritual discussion taking place in the background.
My God. My God.
The Bible says Satan went to meet God.
My God.
And, there was exchange. You know what happened there?
That's right. That's right.
So, what happened to many of us, like what happened to Lot, many people could explain it naturally. Scientists will tell you this is what happened, tsunami, this is how it happened. But many things that happen in the natural
Right.
always take it through from the spiritual.
That's right. That's right.
I tell people, I said, this did not hit home to me very clearly until when you read the book of Revelations.
That's right.
The Bible talks about things that are in heaven. And one of the things the Bible says was happened, it was in heaven. The Bible talks about earthquakes in heaven.
My God.
So the question I ask myself is, why earthquakes? Why not heaven quake?
That's right.
That was nothing happens on earth.
That's right.
Without first of all it happening
That's right.
in heavenly places. And therefore, the issue with Job is, number one, it was a spiritual activity.
That's right.
But if you read the last chapter of Job, to find out how God restored Job, you will find there what happened. The Bible talks about all his friends.
That's right.
All his family.
That's right. That's right.
They brought double portion to him. So God used the people
The people that was around him.
to bring it back to him. So money always hides in people. But the challenge for many of us is this. God many times will hide his most valued treasure in the most flawed vessels. And many times we walk past it without knowing it.
That's true.
Money is hiding in people, but sometimes not in the obvious people.
That's true.
So if we are respecter of persons, many of our churches give, a greater emphasis to certain people. So we need to understand, therefore, that money hides in people.
That's true.
But sometimes it's not in the people you think. The key to kingdom economics, there are
That's
several
right.
keys. But one of the fundamental keys is, I'll probably give you two, but one of the fundamental keys is this. You must have a reason you must have a reason greater than yourself for you to participate in kingdom finance.
That's right.
What do I mean by that? If the object is, I want to have a house, have a car, eat, feed my, you don't need kingdom prosperity for that.
That's true.
So when you begin to look at it from the kingdom perspective, then you suddenly see that it's not about you anymore.
That's right.
It's not about me living comfortable anymore. It's about the kingdom.
That's right.
And therefore, you need to raise your game. So you need to have a reason greater than yourself to participate in what God is doing.
Let's take a break there, Doctor. Viewers, we are running out of time. I just want to take this time to encourage you. If you'd like to partner with us, we need to get this man back in the studio. This man is saying some dynamic stuff. If you'd like to support this ministry and get more of Dr. Charles Omole on here, the number is on the screen. Give us a call. We just had our phone ringing off a while ago. Give us a call. We'll take your call. And sow into this ministry. Let us know what God is doing. So stay tuned next week at the same time. Kingdom Generals, men and women of God making maximum impact. God bless you. See you then.
I feel it. It connects.